All you need is one person to look at you and to not treat you as your mistakes, but instead to hold much love and compassion for you to realize that you're actually a really good person. In this video, we're talking about forgiveness, the true meaning of forgiveness, and how it leads you to becoming the best version of yourself. Forgiveness is not something that's talked about on a regular basis unless you go to church, read the Bible, or are blessed enough to have people who practice this on a daily basis. Because forgiveness, as we all know, is one of the hardest challenges that we have to face because we don't practice this and we don't make it our highest priority. It's easy to judge the person who didn't hold the door open for us when they saw us walking right behind them. It's easy to hate the person that caused you to have a very traumatic childhood. It's easy to be jealous of someone who got their dream car before you did. And it's easy to hold on to pain and anger for those who have betrayed us when all we were to them was good. In Luke 23:34, Jesus says, "Lord, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." While Jesus was being nailed to the cross and being tortured, all he could say was for the Lord to forgive them because he understood that these people did not understand what they were doing, meaning that Jesus knew that these people were good people who just didn't know any better. Jesus could see the future, and he knew that one day these people were going to understand what they did, and they would come to the Lord asking him to forgive them. That right there is the most highest forms of unconditional love I could ever think about. I'm born on Christmas Day. I don't really normally say that to anyone, but genuinely that verse has always been my favorite verse of all time. I think that verse really has always stuck with me because you see so much and you could feel so much through that verse if you understand what happened during the time when Jesus said that verse. It's so easy to just say, "Oh yeah, I forgave this person," but did you really forgive them? Did your whole mind, body, and soul really forgive them? You see, what people don't understand, what I think we fail to understand, is that when we forgive someone or people for what pain they've caused to us, it doesn't just set us free, but it sets them free as well. You see, we have a tendency, we have a mindset, maybe because of how we grew up or what we're just surrounded with, and the people we're surrounded with, we all have the same mindset. We don't know any better. So when we're surrounded with people who don't know any better, they're not going to forgive others, and we're going to follow through. We're going to not beat the resistance of our pride, our ego, and we're going to continue to hold on to those emotions for others. It's so contradictory because we don't want to feel these negative emotions. Nobody wants to wake up and feel mad. Nobody wants to wake up and just feel so sad because of these emotions of hate and anger that we hold on to others. Nobody wants to feel that way, but yet we still choose to live through those emotions rather than let go of them and experience the emotions we do want to experience. It's really a mindset, and it's really addiction. We have been so programmed, so conditioned into the comfortability of hurt, into the comfortability of pain, into the comfortability of jealousy, of envy, of all these negative emotions, that when we want to experience positive emotions for ourselves, the emotions we actually do want to experience, our bodies and our minds cannot feel worthy enough to even experience that. We became so addicted to all these negative emotions that even though we have a desire to want to live an amazing life, to live a life filled with freedom, of love and happiness and peace, we have conditioned our brain and our body, our cells, our genes to be addicted to the comfortability that these negative emotions bring to us. A person who's addicted to drinking can tell themselves, I don't want to drink, I don't like the way it makes me feel, this and that, but yet they still do it because it's the addiction. It's the conditioning of the mind, the conditioning of the body. It's the conditioning of, this brings me temporary good feelings. It brings me temporary comfortability, and that is good enough for me. Going back to what I said in the beginning of, all it takes is one person to look at you, to not see you as your mistakes, to not see you as the past version of yourself in order for you to change, to not see you as the box that everybody places you in. All it takes is one person to genuinely look at you and see you as just the most innately good person in this world. That's what Jesus did. Jesus looked at us and he saw good in us. He saw good in us no matter what it was that we were doing to him. All he could say was for the Lord to forgive us. Imagine if Jesus never asked the Lord to forgive us. This world would be chaotic. This world would be literal down there. But it was because of Jesus and the way that he looked at us and saw us as people who just didn't know any better. I want you guys to take that message and I want you to place that into everyone who has hurt you, everyone that has caused you trauma and pain. And I say it very lightly for those of you who have genuinely went through some really, really, really hard situations in your life. I say this very lightly, and I come with complete grace for you when I say this. If Jesus was able to forgive us for the sins we were making towards him, what makes us better than him to not forgive someone who has completely hurt us? They were basically trying to, I don't want to say the words on YouTube, him, right? And in his last seconds of breath, all he could do was ask the Lord to forgive us. So what makes us any better than him to hold on to hate, to hold on to anger, to hold on to all these negative feelings for people who have betrayed us, for people who have completely caused a lot of traumatic things to us. But let me tell you something. Sometimes the only Bible people will ever read is the life you live. So let it point them to Christ. I always look back to what Jesus says. And no matter how much pain, no matter how much hurt I could be holding for people, I look back to that verse and I ask myself that question. If Jesus was able to forgive us, if Jesus was able to look at us and see us as good people no matter what we were doing right in front of his eyes, why cannot I think the same thing for those who have hurt me? Every one of us, we just want to be understood. We just want to be loved. We want to be heard. We want to be felt for. We want to be just seen. We want to be seen. And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to give an excuse for these people's actions of the pain and the trauma that they've caused you. What I'm really trying to get to you guys is that the peace and the love and the happiness that you're looking for is within you. It's within you. And in order to reach that peace and that happiness and that love, you must learn to let go and to forgive those people that have hurt you. Because the only person that it's hurting by you holding on to this pain and this hurt is you. At the end of the day, it's only hurting you. It's not hurting the person by you holding on to pain, by you holding on to resentment for them. It's only hurting you. Don't just, hear my words. I want you to process it. I want you guys to relate to it. Imagine, or maybe you have done something that you wish you've never done. And imagine for your whole life, you were just a very loving, good, innately good person, but you made one mistake. You made a couple of mistakes through your life. And imagine the whole world condemned you for it. Imagine the whole world now made this box around you and labeled it as your mistakes. But within you, you know you're a good person. You know you're a good person, but you just made these mistakes. Would you want to be forgiven? Or would you want others to always condemn you, to always hold on to pain, to always hold on to the hurt that you've done to them? Would you want a chance to redeem yourself? Would you want a chance to show others that you are a good person? You would, right? Everyone would. Everyone would. If you want to free yourself, but not just yourself, but free all those that you've defined them as their mistakes. If you truly want to feel happiness and love again for these people, you have to learn how to forgive them. And I'm telling you this right now. Once you forgive someone that has caused you pain, watch how your life changes, and watch how this person's life changes. When this person now can experience you from a place of complete love, of knowing and feeling your emotions and feeling the way that you're treating them, when they can sense the change that you truly have forgiven them, watch how they change. And again, relate this to yourself. If you were to walk up to a person right now that you have caused so much pain towards, and from treating you so badly, maybe not even talking to you anymore, to now being so open to you, treating you like not even seeing you as the person for what you did anymore. You could feel it from them that they see you as a complete new person, a person just filled with love and light. You could genuinely feel it from them through this interaction. Wouldn't that not make you feel so good about yourself? Wouldn't that not make you want to just show them that you are a good person? That's why a lot of people who have made so many mistakes in this world don't change. It's because everyone is stuck in their pride and their ego, is stuck in this mindset, in this loophole of they are their mistakes, and we're going to constantly remind them of their mistakes. But at the end of the day, that's not what you actually want. You want this person to change. You keep telling this person, yeah, this person's the same. They act the same. They do the same things. But yet, you now have became the same person who continues to make this person the same. Do you understand that? You may be thinking, well, this person needs to change not by me changing, Christine. You hear yourself? Again, who is that hurting? It's only hurting you. It's only stopping you from growing, from moving into a life filled with happiness and peace and love, because you keep holding on to all the mistakes that this person has made towards you. You can't say in the same sentence that you want love, that you want happiness, that you want to feel freedom, that you want a new life for yourself, if every single day you keep doing the same things. Every single day, every single second of your life that you spend talking about this person being X, Y, and Z is you wasting another second of your life also staying as the same person. This person now has power over you. Let that sink into your head. Again, relate this to you. Everything I say to you guys, relate it to yourself. I may be using this person, that person, but genuinely take what I'm saying and act as if you're that person. Act as if you're that person. Put yourself in their shoes. What would you want? Think about that. So if you really want to experience the highest, the best version of yourself, you must learn to forgive others. This is the foundation of feeling pure joy and pure love for yourself. And some of you guys might be thinking, I've felt pure love. I've felt pure joy because I've had my kids. I've met the love of my life. No. You do not understand. You do not understand the level of love you can feel that you have yet to experience in your whole entire life when you truly forgive and let go of all the hate, of all the negative things in your life. When you truly heal yourself to become a pure, good person. So realize that there's addictions that you have to a lot of your past emotions that are keeping you stuck in the past. If you truly want to tap into a possibility of yourself, of different versions of yourself that you could only ever prayed for, then you must learn to stop holding on to things that are keeping you stuck in the past. If you want change, be the change. That saying is just so cliche, like everyone says that, but when you really put that into perspective, there's so much truth within that saying. If you want change, you must literally become the change. So stop talking about all the people who have hurt you, to all your family members, to all your friends, and you keep saying the same story about them, because guess what? That makes you the same exact person. No matter what you do in your life, I don't care if you now go to the gym, you're now eating less calories than you once have. I don't care if now you have a big house for yourself. All those like materialistic things, all those things that you're doing are just like masks to hide what's actually going on within yourself. The real change happens when you change within yourself, when you heal within yourself. So if you still feel the feelings of jealousy, of anger, towards anyone of these people that you keep talking about, then you haven't changed. You need to learn how to get to the root of those emotions and to stop staying at the surface level of them and just saying like, oh yeah, like I'm jealous of them, or oh, I hate them, or this isn't that. You need to actually start asking yourself the deeper question of, why do I feel jealousy for this person? What is actually the root for my jealousy? What is the root for the hate that I feel for this person? What is the root for why I cannot let go of what this person did to me? Truly look within yourself, because I'm telling you right now, everything goes back to within yourself. Every single thing goes back to within yourself. The way that you feel, it all goes back to deep within yourself. There's a very hard truth that you're not willing to swallow. There's a very hard truth that you keep ignoring. So every day you stay on the surface level of these emotions and you call it a day. You tell yourself, well, I was jealous. Or maybe don't even tell yourself you're jealous, but within you, you know you're jealous, but there's something deeper with that jealousy. There's something deeper between that hate that you have and all the anger you have and all the pain that you have. There's something deep within you that you do not want to swallow. And one thing I'm going to say, I'm going to just touch on it about jealousy, because this could be a whole other video. But the reason why you feel jealousy for anything in your life is because jealousy is just a reminder to you that you're lazy. Jealousy is just a reminder to you that you didn't put in the reps that this person did. Jealousy is just a reminder to you that you didn't go and do what you wanted to do. And now this person has what you always have wanted for yourself, but you were focused on other things. You were focused on other things. You were lazy. You didn't put in the work to what you actually wanted. And now you see yourself in this person. And that's the truth you don't want to swallow. The truth is that you don't want to give this person their flowers. You don't want to congratulate this person. You don't want to clap for them, because you know that you didn't put any work into what this person has, because it's exactly what you always wanted for yourself. And that's just the truth that you need to swallow. But that's just the only negative emotion that I'm going to touch on right now, you guys, because I'm getting ahead of myself. But truly, you guys, there's a life that's waiting for you. There's a version of you that's waiting for you. And it starts with forgiveness. You need to forgive others. You need to let go of all this pain, of all this trauma. Because that right there, all those past emotions, all those past traumas, all those past experiences that you keep reminding yourself of, they only exist in your mind and your body. And every day you keep telling yourself to continue to remind yourself that it still exists when it's been done. It's happened already 5, 10 years, maybe even 35 years for some of you guys or more. This person could literally be tied in a straitjacket and be shipped to the moon on a rocket ship, and you still will be holding onto all these emotions, all these past trauma, all these past experiences, when this person is no longer even here on this earth anymore. How funny is that, right? Because you keep letting it be alive in your head and in your body. You need to start reprogramming and reconditioning your mind and your body into believing that you have let go of this, that this no longer exists for you, that all you have is complete love, true, complete love and compassion for this person, that you want to see them change. For the first time in your life, you actually want to see this person change. That is complete love and compassion. This video, I just know, is going to touch so many of you guys. But if this is your first video here, hi, my name is Christine, and I make transformative content like this one. So if you enjoyed it and you want to join the journey with me onto becoming the best version of yourself, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.